Hello guys. So today's stream will be about streaming gold. We'll be streaming gold trading. And not only are we going to be gold, not only are we going to be gold streaming, we'll be trying to get the best setups and the best price action. Remember, not all the days are meant to be trading.
Line in.
So welcome. We will be using what we call our fib. We shall be using the fib. Now my anticipation today for gold is for gold to get there. So my anticipation is for gold to retrace back to this level and maybe get a buy. This is on the 1 minute time frame. We're also going to be anticipating for GBP USD. So this is our trade idea today. So this is what I'm anticipating. Price is already in an uptrend, so I'm just anticipating for a pullback, and then a reversal. So what is going to be my confirmation? My confirmation equals bullish engulfing candle, how will I get out? If price consolidates to my area of interest, if price consolidates to my area of interest for too long, like 5 to 10 minutes, if price violates my sweet spot, my area of interest, and breaks below, and then or take profit is equals to 3 or 4 times what I have risked. So these are the rules we are going to follow for this system, and these are the rules we are going to be following each and every day for this system. This system works in the 1 minute time frame, and this system, not only have I backtested and seen that it appears more than half of the days of the month, but with enough risk management, that is controlling your greed and not risking more than you should at all times, this system will be giving you at least 3, 4, 5 times what you have risked. The point is, or the main thing to take heed of, what you should take heed of when trading this system is accepting the losses very, very fast. So don't stay or don't take the losses too personally. So once you take the loss, move on very quickly, go to the next trade. Once you take the loss, so for example today my area of interest is at this level here. If price violates that level, then automatically I will not get in. If price is consolidating around my area of interest for too long, that is 5 to 10 minutes, then I also get out. The idea behind this system is that this system is going to reward you immediately. So within 15-20 minutes, you're already in significant profits. Move on very quickly, go to the next trade. Once you take the loss. So the only thing now you can do is wait. Now, do I have a buy limit? No, I don't, because I am waiting for price to get to this level here first. Then see a change in momentum by seeing a bullish engulfing candle. Once I see that bullish engulfing candle, then I will comfortably now get in. Then place my stop loss just below. So you might see the stop loss being taken out very fast, or you might see profit hitting our take profit very fast also. So this is the good thing about this 1 minute strategy, that we don't waste time. You give me, I give you. I will also give a comprehensive video explaining and backtesting this gold strategy. So the only thing I will do is for you is to be patient. Things are forming slowly by slowly. So we are also going to be checking out gold, GBP USD, and this will be our area of interest. Now, for this gold system, we have said that it is not going to appear every day. After backtesting it, I've discovered that it will only appear half of the trading days. and sometimes it will appear twice or thrice in the same session, and even sometimes multiple times in both sessions. So in London session, for example, yesterday, so as we wait for price to get to a level, you can backtest a bit. So yesterday was a very good day for this system. Now the reason why I have diversified to go to gold after trading GBP USD for a long time is because right now GBP USD is in a very strong consolidating market. So GBP USD, when you look at the monthly time frame, we are operating on what we call ranging market, and because of that, my system itself so GBP USD, as you can see in this price action, has been trading on a consolidation for the longest time, for a whole year, and that means you have to adapt as a trader, because one thing is that my system only works very well during trending markets. So during ranging markets, we have to find a way to adapt and continue trading profitably. Otherwise, we are going to get caught up in too much drawdown, which sometimes can be very hard to get out of if you are too much emotionally invested. So that is why I decided to do what? To diversify to GBP, to gold. Now for GBP USD, my anticipation is that this pair is either going to break above, okay, or going to break below. So either of the two directions is okay. But for gold 1 minute time frame, but for gold 1 minute time frame, 1 minute strategy, this system only needs you to know where is the market trending for that particular session. So for this particular session, our gold was trending upwards, or you are buying, or you are on an uptrend. So the best thing is usually to wait for what? For areas of interest to be met using these confirmations. So a bullish engulfing candle at the area of interest, getting out if price consolidates at my area of interest for too long, after I wait for around 5 to 10 minutes, and then if price violates my area of interest and breaks below, then that trade idea becomes invalidated. Now we don't just look at the risk, we also look at the profit. So once you have locked in this system can give you an upwards of about 3 to 4 to 5 times what you risked, but mostly 3 to 4 times. So That's the risk reward of 1:3 or 1:4. So even if you have a win rate of 10%, a risk reward of 1:4 will always make you profitable. Okay? For example, yesterday we had a very good trade yesterday. So I have said, or I have mentioned, that this system will appear multiple times, or this strategy will appear multiple times during the sessions. Okay? Sometimes it may not appear on any session, but when it appears, when it is abundant, it is going to appear on multiple sessions. For example, here we have our area of interest met. So in fact, we take this high and this low on the 1 minute time frame. Price wicked into this level yesterday, so you have to be there during the kill zone hours. So the kill zone hours are usually 1 hour after the market opens, and sometimes immediately the market opens. So the best thing is usually to be inside the market open immediately. Immediately London session opens, you are there. Immediately New York session opens, you are there. Okay? So yesterday you can see that price wicked into our area of interest very well, very clearly, and very in a very sophisticated way by wicking. So immediately it wicked into our area of interest, profits immediately. That is why I'm telling you, if we only stay for 5 to 10 minutes and this strategy is not giving us profits, we get out. And of course, immediately you get in, you have to use a stop loss, because being taken out on gold is very, very, very easy if you're not careful. And if you like to internalize losses, if you like to take losses personally, then this may feel like on your self-identity. So the secret to this system is for you to take losses as quickly as possible, as fast as possible, and then move on to the next trade idea very fast. Remember, I have told you once again, and I want you to remember, that this system will only appear out of 20 trading days. It will appear 10 trading days, and then there are 10 trading days, it will just be playing psychological games on you. Now on these 10 good days, it may appear 3 or 4 times, just like what I am about to show you right now. So yesterday it appeared during the New York kill zone. Now if you are in Kenya, New York session begins at 3 p.m. and continues all the way to 6 p.m. That is to say, it appears from 9 a.m. New York time. I want you to check down here. I don't know if you can see my monitor, my cursor moving. When you come here, you can change the time zone. So what I normally do, when I'm trading the New York kill zone, I come here to my time. Right now right now it's 9:30, so I come and put New York session. So New York session begins from 9 a.m. to 11 to 12, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So 3 hours. Now, when is it most prevalent? So the time it is most prevalent is during London session. But sometimes, if I have not caught something during London, I like to check during New York. That is if I have energy and my focus is still there, because sometimes the session will deplete your energy. It is going to take away your energy because of too much focus, such that now you need to close your monitor and lie down. That is normal. So that is why I like to trade in the London session. First, because the system will appear during the London session many times, and number two, that is when I have the best focus. The best focus. You can hear the way I'm talking right now. My energy is very high. This is not the same as when I'm going to be trading during the New York session. Alright? So yesterday, price wicked into our sweet spot level or our area of interest. Now let us see the risk to reward. What have we said? We have said you must first confirm that price is indeed going your way. After you confirm that price is going your way, what do? You put your stop loss below where you have just confirmed. Then you take your take profit up to that level. Now we have a risk to reward of 1.358. As I told you, this system will give you 3 to 4 times what you have risked. Now, this may seem like a very small stop loss, but I can guarantee you and I promise you that once you are right, the strategy will not waste your time. Immediately it goes into profits. It will go into profits, and it is not going to waste your time at all. So we risked how many pips? 43 pips for us to gain 157 pips. Alright? That was yesterday during the New York session. But the trade I took was much earlier. Now, this is the trade I took for yesterday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to trade all the sessions. In fact, technically, to be a profitable trader, you only need about 100 good pips every week for you to grow your account exponentially. Okay? Only 100 good pips. So the good thing about gold trading is that it is going to give you these 100 good pips very easily and very fast. You just have to avail yourself at the same time every day. So yesterday, this is the trade I took for gold. You can see that the price wicked in at 924. Then by 9:27, only 3 minutes later, we were in profits, and we ended up going at least 160 pips. Now I got out at this level because, as I have told you, once I begin to see prices consolidating, I just get out with what I have gotten, because it is not only more than enough, it is more than enough for the whole day and for the whole week. Okay? So when you are anticipating for a trade and the trade does not seem to be forming like our price action this morning, you just continue to wait, because at some point you'll get that good trade and you'll get in. The only problem is that as traders, when we don't get pips every day, we want to force trades. And remember, when you are trading any type of trade, or when you are taking all trades which come your way, you are taking the bad trades and the good trades. But a good sample size contains a good sample size contains only the best trades. Only the best trades. I think I have a journal here. You can see this is a trade I took on April 22nd. Price wicked into a sweet spot level before doing what? Before proceeding to a take profit. So what I like to do every day is, when I am taking a trade, what I do is I quickly take a screenshot so that I can remind myself when the times are bad. For example, today when we don't have a very clean setup, these screenshots, let me show you those screenshots. So these screenshots are what remind or help me to stay focused on the good setup. Because if I waste my money on such setups, these bad setups here, it means that my mental capital will be depleted and my financial capital is also going to be depleted when the next time I try to take a good trade. So if the trade does not come to my area, I'm very strict. You have to be very strict with this trade, because remember, this is gold, and gold is a killer, my friend. They are killers. So you have to also be a killer you have to have a killer mind. Well, not a killer mindset, but a ruthless mindset. That's what I mean now. A ruthless mindset that you can wait for the good trades, because the good trades will always come to you easily and very fast. You get in, you get out. You get in, you get in, you get out. Okay? And if you are listening to me for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. We shall be here very often. We are back to live streaming, so gold is coming back to our area of interest. Gold is coming to our area of interest. So just to remind you, we have said that we are going to be waiting for a bullish engulfing candle once our area of interest is, once gold wicks into our area of interest, and we are going to wait for at least 10 minutes before we get out, because a good trade is going to give us profits immediately. If you have a system that appears at least 10 out of 20 trading days in a month, then you have something you can work with. And if that system allows you to trade during the hours of the day where you are most focused, then that's also a very good system. Now sometimes it is very tough. Well, it is not tough. When you get used to doing it, that is waiting for good trades, then it becomes a lot easier and a lot better. A lot easier and a lot better. Because I always say it is better to wait than to lose. It is always better to get out without anything rather than going into a trading day and then losing. Of course, winning is the best, but I would rather I don't get out with anything that trading session, or I just get taken out by for example, if I get into a trade right now and I've already confirmed my bullish engulfing candle, and then that price reverses out of the blues, now that's a loss I'm going to take and I'm going to accept it. Okay? But the loss I find very hard to accept is when I take a trade without the proper confirmation, because I have stayed maybe for 2 days without taking any trades. I have come into the market for 2 days. I have not found any good trade. So on the third day, I begin getting FOMO, the fear of missing out. So once I take that trade and I lose, that trade affects me very, 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 very much. So that is why I'm telling you and I'm insisting that waiting for those 2 days is nothing, because once you get that good trade, as you'll see in the coming days, once you get that good trade, as you'll see in the coming days, it erases everything. It erases all the bad times you have lost. It erases all the bad times you have waited. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is always better to wait rather than rushing. Now, something else I'm backtesting also is that once I don't see a setup within the first hour, that is within the first hour of the market open, that is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., the backtest is showing that sometimes that setup will form from 11, so 11 to 12, okay, 11 to 12. So you have to train your eyes on what to see, what to expect, how to expect it, how to get out, how to get in, and also how much is enough for you. So if you don't train your eyes to see those few things, so what to see, what to expect, how to expect it, how to get in, how to get out, then it means your trading strategy is not very deep, and you need to go back and revise it again so that you can have at least more confidence in it, because without confidence in your trading strategy, without total confidence, then you'll not be able to hold trades, you'll not be able to wait for trades, and you'll not know why you keep blowing accounts. So there's a time that this kind of price action would have made me get into a trade without the proper confirmations. But after enough backtesting, I have realized that it is better. It is always better. In fact, the best option is to always wait. Wait. After you wait for a few minutes, then that trade will come to you. And it will come to you without even you forcing it to. So the idea behind my trade ideas is that we don't force trades, because the good trades will come to us, they will reward us, and they will give us an opportunity to get out before they reverse. Right? So a whole hour of price just consolidating, and a whole hour of very significant lessons for you. Because if you're going to be taking trading for the next 10 years, you need to be able to sit on your hands. You need to be able to tell yourself that this is not the right kind of market condition, and when the right kind of market condition presents itself, I will be there to take that trade without hesitation. Because hesitation, again, kills. So if you hesitate when you get a good setup, that will also is going to kill you also. So you have to be very quick on your feet, that when you get that good setup, when that trade appears, you are not going to hesitate. Okay, so we already 1 hour into the live session. I want us to go maybe for another 1 hour to see whether this setup is going to appear, so that we can also take that trade. Okay. When that trade appears, you are not going to hesitate. Okay, so we already 1 hour into the live session. I want us to go maybe for another 1 hour to see whether this setup is going to appear, so that we can also take that trade. Okay? And when that trade appears, it is your responsibility as a trader to take a screenshot very, very fast, the way I have done on these screenshots. So I take those screenshots very quickly, and these screenshots are important. As I've told you, the screenshots, when taking those screenshots, they are very important because they will help you when you are struggling to have confidence in your system. Because the truth is, sometimes you're going to lose confidence in your system, especially when you start losing, especially when the market is consolidating, especially maybe when you have not been very focused in your trading and you have been losing. So those screenshots will remind you of the kind of setup you are anticipating and the kind of setup you are looking for. So price right now is continuing to break the higher highs. Okay, so my work right now is not to run after the market. My work is to continue waiting. As I wait, I build my patience muscle, so that now when the good trade comes, I will have the proper energy to take that trade. I am also going to adjust this level. So now that is our level now. Now there's something interesting I'm noting here, that maybe our area of interest was a bit too far. But as I said, I like to be very, very ruthless with these entries, because one simple mistake, even 0.01 lot size can end you. So you can see that price price wicked into this area of interest and then has gone forward about 90 pips. So this is an example of maybe you can say, we cannot call it a B setup, because a good A setup will actually give us opportunities the proper opportunities we want. So tomorrow we are going to still be back for this same system. It is the same system I was using on GBP USD in the higher time frame, but now I decided to transfer it to the lower gold time frame of 1 minute time frame. That is why you can see price action is moving very fast, because we are operating on the 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame. So you may find setups in across, you will find very many setups, but not all of them are going to be worth taking. Because remember, we said that a sample, your sample